Welcome to Wisdom of the Bible. Connect with God through our Bible stories. Have you ever wondered if the chaotic headlines of our world are actually ancient pages turning in real time? What you are about to discover will challenge everything you thought you knew about the timeline of the end days. 2,000 years ago, Jesus warned of specific signs that would signal the beginning of birth pains. In the last year, we witnessed wars, rumors of great conflicts, and nature itself groaning in agony. But these were only the first contractions, leading us toward a pivotal moment in history that scholars believe is imminent. Stay with me, because we are counting down 10 specific prophecies that point directly to what comes next. At number 1, I will reveal the movement of the kings of the East that sets the stage for the final battle. But first, we must look at a prophecy from Zechariah that is being fulfilled before our very eyes. The prophet Zechariah warned that Jerusalem would become a cup of trembling for all nations. He predicted a time when the entire world would gather against this single city, condemning and isolating her. Recent events have seen a devastating offensive involving Gaza, Lebanon, and Iran, drawing global condemnation. We are witnessing a diplomatic siege where nations unite in their stance against this ancient land. This fulfills the ancient word that says all who try to move this heavy stone will be cut to pieces. But here is where it gets really interesting regarding the rumors of great conflicts Jesus spoke about. In Matthew 24, we are told we will hear of wars and rumors of wars. The tension between major world powers involving nuclear threats and missiles has reached a fever pitch. It is not just the conflict itself, but the atmosphere of fear and the lurking threat that defines this sign. If the recent months brought us to the edge, the coming year could see someone take that final, terrible step. This leads us to the 8th prophecy, found in Ezekiel 38, regarding the alliance of Gog and Magog. The prophet Ezekiel described a coalition from the far north, including Persia, rising against Israel. Today, we see attacks launched from the northern borders, powered by technology from the land that was once Persia. This is not just a regional struggle, it is the formation of a prophesied coalition assembling in real time. As tensions escalate, the stage is being set for a massive confrontation that Ezekiel foresaw centuries ago. Moving to number 7, we find a chilling correlation with the book of Revelation and the first trumpet. The prophecy speaks of hail and fire mixed with blood being hurled down upon the earth. Recent fires in Los Angeles created a landscape that looked like a nightmare, with smoke painting the sky blood red. The intensity of these flame storms created their own weather systems, a true hail of fire. Many see this as a warning for a culture that has turned away from sacred values and embraced darkness. If this was the result of the first trumpet, we must solemnly prepare for what follows in the prophetic timeline. Before we continue to the next startling revelation, please subscribe to our channel to stay informed on these biblical truths. At number 6, we turn our eyes to the oldest continuously inhabited city in the world, Damascus. Isaiah 17 predicts that Damascus will cease to be a city and will become a heap of ruins. Internal conflict and external strikes have pushed this ancient capital to the very brink of total collapse. The era of warnings appears to be over, and the city is teetering on the edge of the prophet's vision. We are watching the dress rehearsal for the complete fulfillment of Isaiah 17. Number 5 brings us to a heartbreaking scene that mirrors the ride of the black horse in Revelation 6. In Sudan, the cost of a simple loaf of bread has risen to equal an entire day's wages. This matches the voice in John's vision saying, "A quart of wheat for a denarius," which was a day's wage. The rider of famine holds scales not for justice, but for extreme rationing of basic survival needs. If the black horse is already riding, it suggests the other horsemen may be close behind. This brings us to number 4, where the Apostle Paul describes the moral state of humanity in the last days. He warned that men would become without natural affection, brutal, and despisers of good. In places like Myanmar, we have seen a descent into madness where cruelty is inflicted for entertainment. When basic human empathy is lost and violence becomes a spectacle, we are living in the perilous times Paul foresaw. But nature itself also testifies, leading us to number 3 and the prophecy of Joel chapter 2. The prophet spoke of wonders in the heavens and earth, blood, fire, and columns of smoke. A massive earthquake recently struck a conflict zone, causing gas lines to rupture and fires to consume the city. The resulting columns of smoke darkened the sun, fulfilling the 3 specific signs Joel described. People trapped between the earth shaking and the fires of war were living out a Bible verse. At number 2, we look at Luke 21, where Jesus spoke of the sea and the waves roaring. A recent cyclone brought such devastation that survivors described the sound of the ocean as a continuous, deafening roar. It caused distress of nations with perplexity, as modern governments stood helpless before the surging waters. If we witnessed this roar on just one coast, imagine the sound when the signs intensify globally. Before we reveal the final and most significant prophecy, please like this video to help spread this urgent message. Finally, number 1 takes us to Revelation 16 and the drying of the great river Euphrates. The prophecy says this prepares the way for the kings from the east to advance. In the ancient world, the river was a barrier. Today, strategic sea routes act as the barriers holding back powers. We see the great powers of the East aggressively securing these routes, effectively drying up the path for movement. The military exercises and clashes in the eastern seas are the preparation for a future global march. The path is being cleared, and the pieces are moving into place for the kings of the East. All of these events point to the fact that we may be entering a critical window of time. The Apostle Peter reminded us that with the Lord, a day is like 1,000 years. If we apply this pattern, we are in the final moments of the 6th day, approaching the 7th millennium. The cosmic clock is ticking toward the end of the human era and the beginning of the kingdom of Christ. The alliance of northern and eastern powers is not an accident, it is the formation of a prophetic axis. Many experts believe the coming year could be when these tensions finally erupt into the open. We are watching prophecies written thousands of years ago unfold in our daily news feeds. The question is not if these things will happen, but are you prepared for when they do? Thank you for watching this urgent prophetic update. Don't forget to subscribe to our channel for more videos that help you understand the signs of the times.